Hello and welcome, my fellow Lashpreneurs, to the Lessons of Lashpreneur show. Whether you're just starting out on your own or you had to pick up and move your entire life and business to a new city and you have zero, count them, zero clients coming in, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on getting new lash clients when you're just starting from scratch. Hello, and welcome. So if you are looking for new clients and you're starting from scratch, you're probably, whether you are new to a city or you're just venturing out for the first time as a business owner, you're likely going to have the same struggles. The only difference is that if you've completely removed yourself from any support system like friends or family, you're literally starting your whole life over in a new city, you don't necessarily have that relationship capital, if you will, to start bugging your friends, hey, send me your friends. So if you are starting a new lash business, but you're well established with your friendships and relationships, you're going to have an easier and faster time with the tips I'm going to share today. But for those of you that had to pick up and move and start from scratch with knowing nobody, the tips I'm going to share with you today are going to be very helpful in you just starting to get some traction in your business. So let's get started. Tip number 1, start getting services for yourself. Yes, write it off if you have to. Double check with your accountant just to make sure. But if you are new to a city, start getting your hair done, start getting your nails done, go get tanned, spray tanned, get massages, anything where you can get in front of other service providers, be the best client ever, meaning that you show up early, that you tip them well, that you're very respectful, that you're enjoyable to be around, and start building a relationship by being a client of theirs first. And after you've gone a few times and they enjoy your company, then you can start to be dabbling into, hey, so how did you start your business? Oh, so what's it like in this area to market yourself? Where do your clients come from? Oh, do you want to work out a trade? Do you want lashes? You can start having that conversation, but you need to build the relationship first. And the first way you do that is by being an amazing customer yourself on things that you're likely already looking for or already doing for your self-care and your maintenance, because they are going to be in front of your target client and they can start referring clients to you once you've kind of built up that relationship capital, if you will. The next is kind of a piggyback on that, is start connecting with women who are in front of your ideal types of clients and get lashes on them. So we already talked about hair, nails, massage, other beauty industry professionals, but there's whole other industries that are in front of your ideal type of client. And if you can start to build relationships with them and get your lashes on them, they're one, lash client, but they are in front of 30, 40, 50 dozens of clients. So ideas would be waitresses are a great place to start. If you frequent a restaurant or if you go there a couple times and you really think that the waitress that's serving you that day would look good with lashes, or maybe she already has lashes on, be like, hey, what would your fellow coworkers think about doing some sort of Outback only waitress discount? Like if I have you guys come in and I get you a special rate, would you guys feel comfortable handing out cards to anybody who asks about it? Now, obviously they're not there to pitch you, but if they're seeing 60 tables in a night, there's likely to be at least 5 or 6 women who might take notice of her lashes, and a couple of them that she could say, oh yeah, go check out Jackie at lashpreneur.com. So others are, if you're new to an area, think about it. What would you do to make friends in a new area? It's going to be a very similar approach for growing a clientele. If you are new to an area and you find a new church, is there a women's group in the church or even the pastor's wife that you could get lashes on because she's in front of a bunch of your target client? What about the yoga studio staff or the yoga studio owner, or if you're doing Pilates or you have a personal trainer? What about the nurse at the pediatrician's office where you're getting your kid established with a new doctor, or the dental hygienist? People are always looking at her eyes because that's all that's showing, right? There's military wives, your whole community of military wives if you're moving because your husband is in the military. The Starbucks barista or the barista at the local coffee shop, she's in front of a ton of people. Start that conversation and that relationship with her. Real estate agents, not just the agent themselves, but even if there's a lot of men in the office, every real estate agent that I've ever worked with sends a welcome basket to a client who has purchased a home through this realtor. You could get your business into that basket because anybody who's new moving to the area is likely looking for a lash artist or didn't even consider it until they saw your card in the welcome basket. Your mom's bridge group's annual potluck Go talk to the ladies there. Start thinking outside the box. The PTA, a meetup group of other moms. Where would you find friends? It's the same place that you can find clients likely. Next step, number 3, is prioritizing getting a killer website up and running and putting your best digital foot forward. While you may think you cannot afford a website, I promise you that is the biggest ROI, return on investment, you're going to get, because everybody in this digital age is going to be searching online. Your social media efforts are a waste if you do not have a website to close the deal for you. So I would prioritize first and foremost, after you start working and after you get a business name established, get a website. Next up, number 4, run Facebook and Instagram ads promoting a grand opening special. This is a way to get more awareness that you exist now. Target women in a 10-year age range. So we don't want to do 18 to 65. Let's maybe keep it 25 to 35 or wherever you're most comfortable working on those types of clients. And target a range of 10 to 20 miles, just depending on how densely populated your area is. If targeting 5 miles because you're in a very heavily populated area works for you, go for it. You can do the same thing with Google ads as well. I would try one for 1 month and then switch and try another one for another month if it's not working. These ads aren't always an instant fix. It can take time for their algorithms to get it in front of the right types of audiences. But make sure that your image, your text, your captions, all of that connect with the woman that you are targeting. Don't just throw up some picture of Kylie Jenner and target women 55 to 65. They're not going to click on it. And lastly, number 5, ask for online reviews. Any client that walks out with a smile, ask for an online review. I don't care if you have to incentivize them in some way. Your online reviews, whether it's Facebook, Yelp, Google, are going to magnify every time somebody leaves a review. When somebody leaves a review, hopefully it's a positive one. Don't ask the people who are really cranky and upset with their lashes. Ask the normal people. They're going to leave a positive review and that gets thrown out into the world. And it's social proof more so than if you said, I'm amazing. When somebody else says you're amazing, that social proof goes a long way. So make sure that you are encouraging your clients, as few and as far between as they are, the ones that are loyal to you, start getting them to write you online reviews so that the world can get to know just how amazing you are. So whether you are starting from scratch with a clientele or you're just having to pick up and move your entire life elsewhere, know that the one thing you can't change sometimes is time. And sometimes marketing can take time. So I want you to be patient. Just because you implement these 5 strategies tomorrow doesn't mean you're going to be fully booked by the weekend. But I promise you, putting in the work, being diligent, being consistent, minding your own business, staying in your own lane and staying focused on you, you will be rewarded beyond what you can imagine. It can happen for you. I have zero doubt about it. Stick with it. Stay positive. Again, stay focused. And I have no doubt that in no time you'll be slaying lashes all day long. So if you're thinking about starting a lash business or you're brand new to running a lash business, I do have a free prep and planning guide for lash businesses for those of you that are new to this whole business owner world and you have no idea where to start. To access this guide where we cover, licenses, business name, startup supply and equipment list. I even have like the top 9 questions you should ask yourself before starting a lash business. Head on over to thelashpreneur.com/episode 32. Plug in your email and we'll send you your free prep and planning guide. So thank you so much for joining me today. Go out there and build a clientele. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.